Friends and folks, welcome to the Kaiju Lounge, your home for humor, opinions, and nerd. And I am here, luckily enough, in New York Comic Con, day one of one of the biggest events in New York City for pop culture across the board. I mean, we've got cosplay, anime, comics, movies. It's the whole kit and caboodle wrapped up into one. I gotta say, it's pretty crazy. Already this place is swarming with people. I'm excited to get inside. I have no plan for today. Check out as many things as possible, waste a lot of money, but overall I think it's gonna be a good time. So stick with it. We've got a lot of fun to see today. I better take this with me. I was gonna try to cross through there, but that's a whole ass line. Like that's just people waiting in line. That's not even a busy crowd. And I think that's all for Funko too. That's wild. It's insane. I gotta find a way around these people. This is nuts. I barely had breakfast yet. I was gonna say, I mentioned a lot that it's like early in the morning. It's also a Thursday, right? It's a school day. I mean, I too would also be cutting class for this, so I totally understand. But again, it's just wild to think about. Already this packed. I haven't had my morning coffee. Some of these people should still be at work. I'm bumping into people. I'm accidentally just now already. It's madness, and kind of the madness I like. Jello shot, pudding shots? Ooh, that sounds good. All right, I'm here at the Tea and Absinthe booth with
Daniel.
Daniel, okay, tell me about what we have here.
Well, mostly we have a loose leaf tea fandom themed. So, like we've got our Avatar: The Last Airbender collection, Doctor Who, Supernatural, lots of fun stuff.
Love it.
And we have a lot of fun coming up with flavors for our various fandoms. And this right here, though, we call this Alchemist Dust. It is an edible drink shimmer. So all I have to do is put a very little bit of the powder into your drink, water, vodka, whatever you're drinking, and turns it into a magic potion.
Now is that flavored, or is it's just to add? It's almost like blue curacao without the awful orange taste.
It's flavor neutral. If you put it in something really thin like water, and you add more than this,
right.
But you don't really need to. It affects the mouthfeel a little, but that's it.
Oh, that's great.
And so we have 3 that are colored: the Mana Potion Blue, Sorcerer's Heliotrope, and Dwarven Gold. But the Celestial Silver one is just the mica powder by itself, no food coloring.
Got it. So technically, you can add food coloring to that.
Yeah.
And get kind of a mix here. It's almost like bland gelatin. That's a flavor, right? You can make jello shots out of anything technically.
Yeah.
I gotta do a pass first, but I will definitely come back for that. That's the kind of thing that my mixology brain loves to do. That's amazing. One of the things I find interesting at a convention is honestly food prices. I get it. It's kind of like the airport. You're a captured audience, right? And they can kind of make you pay whatever you want. It's a little wild that I think I spend maybe because I'm not a huge shopper and I just got back from buying stuff in Japan, that video coming soon. I think it's wild that I spend probably as much on food at a convention as I do on tchotchkes and other nerdy shit. That being said, it's New York and there's nothing better than a dirty water dog. So real talk, I was about to make fun of why there is a power tool company here at New York Comic Con, and then they caught my eye and tried to sell me, and I felt very guilty of calling them out. So I'm gonna try not to show them. Yeah, a little awkward. Sometimes my snideness may bite me in the ass. Are these just wraps or are these?
No. It's like food controller.
Oh wow.
Comes with the balance in the back.
Smart triggers.
Yeah.
and changeable.
Oh wow, so
Yeah.
it's faceplate.
Yeah, faceplate.
Oh, that's really cool. So there, you can. I don't know why you would necessarily like mix it with My Hero Academia, but you can mix and match if you want. Guys, I found Ultrazilla, which is awesome. Great running into you, man. It's been a little bit since we last chatted. We found you right here for the data booth. This is pretty cool stuff.
Great stuff. Not Godzilla stuff like we talked about, but really awesome stuff.
It's
Street
nice
Fighter
to have a
line
bit of
is
a change
great.
of pace for you. I feel like this is. I haven't heard these guys before. This is actually really cool. I was pretty impressed. By
Well,
the moment I walked
they've
in.
done a lot of cars. Like they've been on the market for years, doing
Yeah.
a lot of like die-cast cars and stuff, and even die-cast figures. But about a year and a half ago, they started doing the 1/12 scale figures, and they're killing it, man. The Street Fighter stuff is absolutely amazing, on par with a lot of like import figures.
That's
So,
yeah. I was like,
beautiful
quality looks
stuff.
great.
Beautiful stuff.
How long have you been here today so far? Did you get here when it opens?
I got here about 11.
Okay.
Yeah, so I've been here a little over an hour, and I'm racing through to get out of here as quick as possible. I have a teacher class today.
So all right. So you've been here already. You've already run a bit of a lap so far. What am I in for? Anything you've seen so far?
Oh my
I'm
god,
gonna
if
have?
you haven't seen it, Bandai has a whole Godzilla display, speaking of Godzilla.
Okay.
That is, you have to go check out because it's beautiful. You know, the way they laid it out is like giant, like busts and stuff.
I heard that like Godzilla seemed to have a presence this year, and just the lead up of the average,
Yeah,
more so than I expected.
There's supposed to be a lot of stuff. I don't think I'm gonna get to see it this year. I'm only here today.
Oh man, so yeah,
this
you,
year,
you're
this is,
really running through this fast.
I wasn't even supposed to be here today.
Not even supposed to be here today.
But I actually, got a free pass, and I can't say no to that.
No, God no. All right, man. Well, good to see you, brother.
Good to see you, man.
Oh, this is awesome. Glad I ran. I was hoping I'd run into you. I've had a feeling I might. So this is cool. Enjoy the rest of the con, dude. It's great. Oh, I love seeing people I know. So I am not a guy who waits in line. It's just not my style. I will get to play this game eventually. But holy am I hyped for Monster Hunter World. I cannot wait. I've been waiting, I keep saying World, Wilds. Monster Hunter Wilds. I've been waiting for this game since honestly Monster Hunter World. I loved Rise. It did not quite scratch the itch the same way. I'm stoked. I'm stoked to finally not play this like a loner, as I have for the last many years. I might just sit here and watch other people play for a little bit just to get a little taste. This is wild. I'm so stoked. So I want to know, what is the most athletic thing you can do in this costume?
Walk.
Walk. That's no jump and it would just all fall apart?
Yep.
How?
For the most part, yeah. I'll just die inside.
Okay, so it'll take you about a half hour to get end to end.
Probably.
Okay. Did we, as a society, decide on this? Did we decide that Tamagotchi was back? Because that's news to me. I'm not sure how I feel about Tamagotchi returning to the zeitgeist for all the chaos that may cause and all the dead Tamagotchi dropped in the toilets. Shout out to my brother, who I love very much. I'm only showing up on camera very briefly. Only showed up on camera very briefly because I hear there's a story about this, and there's only so much room for me to fit me and my hairdo in this. So I'm gonna let it off to you. Tell everyone who you are, who you're with, and all about this thing.
So, hi everyone. My name is Katya Saturday. I am with Misty Mountain Gaming. They're actually sponsors of our show. That's the reason I'm here. I'm with D20 Tales. Hi everyone. Now, so this bad boy. All of our notebooks are refillable, but this one is the biggest one. There's two stories about this. First one, it doesn't fit into any of our boxes, so I need to find a good home for it. It's a pain, but the most important thing, we had like 5 of those yesterday, and I sold 2, and then my colleague sold 2, and we have a bet on who's gonna sell more of them, and I need to get rid of this one before she does. So, please, if you're looking for a good home for this baby right here, I need to win this bet.
You could easily fit a bunch of dice if you cut out the middle, or a dragon, or a firearm. Like, it's really one size fits all.
You're so right. And the best part is, hey, listen, as a DM, what's better than like showing up and just, okay, guys, new campaign.
I can't think of anything scarier. This is just flashbacks to my bar mitzvah of opening something equally as big. It's wild.
And also, here, give me your hand. Just literally just feel the pages.
Oh, that feels incredibly satisfying.
I'm telling you, it's so good. All of our stuff, because again, everything is handmade pages, real leather. I just really love working here, as you can tell.
How much is this guy?
So right now, this guy is $250. I can make it $225. Don't tell my boss. Oh wait, it's recorded. Anyway.
I won't tell your boss if you don't tell my wife, and this will be perfect.
Deal.
Well, check out Misty Mountain Gaming. This is wild. We got a lot of stuff here, but this is by far the scariest thing I think back here.
There's one more very satisfying thing. Can you put the mic like right here? Listen.
Ooh, that's a thud. That's just a good solid thud. Oh, I love that. Awesome. Let me put that back for you. So you have to reach all the way across.
Thank you so much.
That's oh, you got it. Thank you. I'm already destroying. Wish I caught that on camera. I will not buy more dice. 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 Woo! So far, so good. It's been a little overwhelming. I'm not gonna lie. Had myself onigiri. Got a little food in me, thank God, because I was starting to falter. I think a bit of jet lag from my recent Japan trip is still hitting me, as well as just kind of getting overwhelmed. I gotta listen to my body. Your boy's 40. Your boy's gotta take better care of himself. That's on me. Still so much to see. Oh, God. How am I fit this in a single day? I may need that cardigan. I may come back for that cardigan. That was insane. That's so cool. This is brilliant, man.
Thank you so much.
Down to the shirt. I mean, well done. Well done. Yeah, I gotta. That's amazing. Oh, well done. All right, guys, it is not a convention in New York City if I do not somehow run into Tokyo Bronx and Rosa here. Again, great to see you.
Yes, always.
You still owe me a formal interview,
I know,
but in
I
the
do.
meantime, it's cool to be here. Talk to me about what you've got going on here today.
Oh my God. So we are at Cosplay Central in the River Pavilion, and we are doing our ACG Lounge on the road. Like we did Andy Tomo, but this is like the Redux version. And
this is the update. I mean, not to say there's anything wrong with Andy Tomo, but obviously when the big money are in the Javits Center, it's a bit of a different experience, right?
Yeah,
like,
they're more like, go big or go home, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So we are actually, each day we're doing something different just to showcase our community, what our mission and vision is. And we're bringing some featured artists in our network. We're doing a number of activities here just to showcase our cross-cultural engagement and our experience that just what Tokyo Bronx is about.
That's great. That's great. So you got, I see you have like a tea ceremony, training ceremony thing going on here. How has it been a lot of, especially being up here in the cosplay pavilion and not in like the main floor downstairs, has there been a lot of like, is it a lot of people who are already familiar with you guys, or is it a lot of people who are like discovering for the first time?
I would say it's been a mix, right?
Okay.
And it's been a blessing because we started this journey like 5-6 years ago when I partnered with Tokyo Bronx as ACG Mixer, and we have people saying, wow, your own booth, and they come up saying, where's your booth at? You know, they're still trying to find a River Pavilion, but I'm like, so, you know, the amazing thing is,
I keep forgetting there's such stuff happening up here, and it's not just a place for people to relax and fix their cosplay. Like,
but I'm thankful it's here because it's so relaxed up here, so if you haven't come up here yet, what are you waiting for? Come up here. But yes, I am thankful that I'm seeing familiar faces, people that have been with me since day one, years ago, and just saying, wow, congrats, seeing how much the journey you've gone on. So it's all about the beginner's journey, and I'm thankful for all of you who've joined and also have meet us for the first time this year.
It's great. Now, I feel like it's a different question every time I ask you this.
Yes.
What do you guys have on the horizon? What's coming up?
Right. So
and it's always like wildly different answers too. Like there's
my
car
God.
races, there's gaming. Like, yes. What do you guys got coming up?
So tomorrow we're going to be helping sponsor a race car show with racers and tuners and World Drag Circuit, and they're going to be doing a cosplay, like a Halloween contest.
That's
So we're
awesome.
helping to
That's awesome.
sponsor tickets by Anime NJ++. So if you haven't been there, we're going to be there actually next month. That's a convention an anime convention, if you're into retro anime, out in New Jersey, in Hillsborough Heights. So we're going to be there vending. I love that convention. It's really cool, year 2, so bigger. Next Sunday, actually, we're going to be at the Brooklyn Children's Museum with Annie Tomo. We're going to partner with them to do their Halloween. So it's going to be the first anime Halloween that
I love that.
Brooklyn Children's Museum has done. So those are the last 2 events of the year we have. And then next year, on to, year 5 as a merge brand together, and we have like our fingers crossed that we make these things happen. I don't want to say too much, but
no, of course. My final question here, because I don't want to take you away from too much of what you got going on. But we kind of talked about the beginning. I say you guys show at every convention. It truly feels that way. You kind of just mentioned it. You've got a second year of a convention coming up. Kaiju Brooklyn's about to hit 3,
Yes.
and I'm going to talk to John downstairs.
Yes.
You guys have some of that.
We'll
Anna
be part of
Tomo
that, yes.
just hit their second.
Yes.
Is this a big thing? Are we seeing a lot of new conventions come to New York, and why do you think that is?
Yeah, I think it's interesting because people are just trying to find their community, like they're trying to find their, people, right? And beyond like just a convention, I think it's that whole like social, when I started 6 years ago, that whole community, that whole social mixer community,
Right.
and just finding those people, and we're seeing a lot more of that because people want, and what is it? Anime is getting bigger.
I mean,
This whole there's a convention for everything. Oh,
right, yeah.
duos?
For some reason, Duolingo's at a Comic-Con, but here we are. A little bit of everything. I'm still getting guilt on my iPhone because I haven't done it in a while.
Yeah, but I think it's definitely a wave change happening, and we're definitely seeing that whole like cross culture, like what our mission and vision is, like that cross cultural experience,
Cross cultural, cross camera. It's okay, fine.
That whole cross cultural experience, and I'm thankful that everyone is like sort of. I'm bored with that, seeing you're like a cross-cultural experience.
I blew up like a cross-cultural experience. What happens to a cross-cultural experience throws up on the floor and I exist. Well, Rosa, thank you so much. It's always good to see you guys in the con community. It's always good to see this. Even in as big of a space as this, the sun is slowly crossing more stuff over my eyes. Look, you can't control anything. Enjoy the rest of your con. Have fun.
Always
You've got
pleasure.
more days happening, and I'm sure I'll run into you at the next one.
Oh, yes, of course. Always.
Check them out, be sure. I will not buy more dice. I will not buy more dice. I will not buy more dice. From one con to another, I am here with John Belotti Jr. John, how are you feeling? It's Comic-Con, New York Comic-Con, one of the biggest events, as a con founder yourself, does it shape your perspective coming here and selling things?
For sure.
Yeah,
for sure. There's definitely things I see that these guys do that I would love to do, like have union guys bringing people stuff in. That'd be great. Like loading in took 7 hours the other day. I mean, because it's a big show. And
Right.
So there's.
Is that just like traffic? Is that everyone loading it at once?
Oh, just everything. It was everyone loading at once.
Yeah.
I think because Monday was the holiday, and I think everyone was off. I think it's a union holiday, so that kind of put a damper in the plan. There in terms of loading in. I mean, there's things like I'd love to have the giant inflatable Ultraman that the Bandai Group has. I mean, there's stuff like that.
Right, something that's equally as big as the Monkey D. Luffy that we have.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. So there's stuff like that. And just getting this kind of attendance would be amazing, even though it's going to take a long time to get there. So just like things like that I observe, but I know like eventually we'll get to that point.
Good.
Yeah.
Now, we talked a little bit about it earlier. Is that you now have a date? We now have a date and time going on for Kaiju Brooklyn 3.
Yes.
Talk to me a little, as much as you feel comfortable talking pretty publicly out there. talk to me about what's in the cards for Kaiju Brooklyn 3 and the other, like, because you've not stopped with just that. You've got other Kaiju Brooklyn branded things happen.
We have this. This is happening
look
tomorrow.
At this. Love that.
Ultraman
so this will
Zero.
have already happened because I'm not going to be able to edit this in time.
Yes, this is the time warp.
But yeah, you have that going on.
The screening, we have the, for Godzilla's 70th birthday, we have the Gojira screening, the original Japanese cut. Have a little Kaiju Marketplace. Screening is sold out, but the vendor marketplace will be open from 4 to 7:30. So if you guys want to come
sold out already,
hang
that's
out.
great.
Sold out,
That's
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, we're excited about it.
That's great. And so, can we talk about the... Is that what we put out there? I'll cut this out if we can't.
I want to, I'm afraid to jinx it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, awesome. You got your posters on here. You got your t-shirts out and about. You've got, honestly, even though you're not able to make an artist alley because you've still got good foot traffic up here and people stopping by.
Right.
So I won't take any more of your time. You've got money to make. But John, it's always good seeing you.
Yeah, you too.
It's cool to see a different con be represented at this con.
Yeah.
Its inception, if you will.
Yeah.
And enjoy the rest. You got a long weekend ahead of you.
I know, it's only halfway through.
Hard to believe.
I
Hard
know.
to believe. So space is a premium. As we come towards the end of the day, and I have myself my final meal, there is literally nowhere to sit. This place is not only packed, I am stuck here. At least I'm by the recycling side. Yeah, I'm by the recycling side. Eating a nice bowl, which, you know what, do we want to figure out this? It's not Korilla, because it's Korean-inspired Mexican dishes. It's Korea. That's why it's a tiger, not a gorilla on it. Interesting stuff. Got to see a lot of awesome cosplay. Got to meet and see some old friends, other people I've met at other cons through this channel. On a personal note, it's really nice. I'm really starting to feel like I'm finding a place for myself. I'm slowly finding community in this sort of like New York nerd niche. Not there yet. So many more amazing people to meet, to talk to see, to interact with. But better believe, they're all here. They're all here at New York Comic Con. This is the apex. This is the biggest event for pop culture of the year on the East Coast. And while I love going to the small cons, and I think the small cons are really where the community thrives, there's no denying the impact that this con brings. And I hope these other smaller cons continue to step their game up as they have been to force this one to do the same. So until next time, thank you so much for watching my little travel vlog Comic-Con visit. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, you know the drill. You like, you subscribe, you do all the stuff that's necessary to do. And until next time, stay cool, stay hip, and stay heavy. Good night.